Good afternoon, Drew Holley with BIS. We are a commercial and employee benefit insurance agency here in Metro Atlanta, and this is America's most boring podcast. I'm joined today by Jesse and Eric. Eric is with a wholesale broker or a broker's broker to the layman with a company called RT Specialty. Thank you for joining us. Jesse is a producer and a partner on the commercial insurance side. Really want to just talk briefly today about product liability insurance. I guess my first question is, does every business need product liability? This is real softball for you, Jesse.
I would just say this is the best answer in insurance. It depends.
Okay.
It depends on what the business is. So say you're a distributor selling alcohol, that carries a lot more liability than a distributor selling home accessories for arts and crafts, right? So every product has their own set of exposures. So the main thing for product liability, I would say a manufacturer, if they're making a widget, whatever that is, and then to take it a step further, if it's a widget that goes into an industrial
like an aircraft engine.
Yes,
Yeah.
aviation. Yeah, that $100 million jet that could crash and kill 100 people, that's going to be a much higher hazard product liability exposure than the little crayons that are sold, to arts and crafts.
But is it safe to say if you're in the service industry and you're just moving emails like a advertising agency and even an insurance agency, if you're not selling or handling or transporting any physical goods, do you need product liability?
So great question. So that's where you would need an agent to kind of advise you on that. So they may think, well, I have general liability insurance, which that's what product liability is. I'm good. I'm an insurance agent. That's actually not going to cover any of your real exposures. You would need a professional liability policy for that. Think of it like a malpractice for your doctor or your...
So product liability is for the physical goods. I'm a toy retailer. I'm selling, anything tangible.
Exactly.
And then there's another topic of professional liability, which is really the same thing, except we know we're not moving tangible items, okay? Right. What are some things, some gotchas you've seen? So again, you might be a small business listening. I've got product liability. I bought it 7 years ago. Well, you might have been $1 million company with one state. Now you're $10 million in 4 states. So what are some things you've seen exposure-wise or lack of protection if I'm someone that's transporting physical goods?
Yeah, so product liability, the more high risk it gets, the more gotchas the insurance policy is going to have. So a lot of the things that we see are certain state exclusions. New York, Colorado, those are 2 states that are highly litigious from a product liability perspective. So certain carriers are just going to put that exclusion on there, whether the underwriter wants to or not. They're just going to say, we're not allowed to take this off. And so they may be the cheapest price, but they're not going to cover if you sold a product or did a project in those states. So at the end of the day, we're really just going line by line just to make sure. And there's going to be an application, so that's where it's important to fill that application out, make sure you disclose where you're sourcing your products from, what the end user is. And again, they want to see the contracts that you have with your customers. So a lot of higher hazard products may say, in order to sell their product, they're going to make their client sign like a hold harmless or a limitation of liability contract that's going to try to limit not only the business owner's exposure, but the insurance companies. And then there's also, is it manufactured overseas or is it manufactured here in the United States? So it's very hard to go after a foreign company for a product liability.
So the bottom line, if you are in the world of moving products, if you don't talk at least once every couple of years about what your business does or doesn't, and most businesses change and pivot from year to year. Yeah. You could be literally having a gotcha, well, that's what we're calling it. Insurance carriers might call it an exclusion. Yeah. And again, product liability, whether you're in the world of making it, transporting it, or housing it, you could have some exposure. And so what I would encourage the audience to kind of hear is insurance tends to stack, and you get what you need just to check the box at the beginning in survival mode. As your business advances or grows or changes, You can't afford to not have someone care or be dorks like us and know the right questions to ask. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to bisbenefits.com. Thank you.